Today I'm going to demonstrate how to capture angled walls in Revit using PKNail surveying software. We've introduced two methods in order to do this. The first is through triangulation, and the second is a closed room function. First I'm going to demonstrate how to do it through triangulation. The first thing you need is two known points, and in this case we're going to use the endpoints of a wall. The first thing I'll need to do is open up the Add Wall dialog box in PKNail and measure this wall. I'll input it, add it, and those two endpoints will act as our reference points in order to triangulate. Next wall will be an angle wall. I open again the Add Wall dialog box. With the disto, I extend the tail here so I can get into the corner of the wall. I'll input this measurement, but now I'm going to go over to the Measure dialog and activate that. Now it's looking for me to input a diagonal, and I'm going to move back to across the other room in order to measure this diagonal. Another excellent feature of the disto is its ability to measure a minimum and maximum point from any reference point. In order to do that, you just hold down the red measure button and it will scan across a wall into a corner, allowing you to get maybe the maximum or minimum measurement that you need. In this case, when we're measuring into corners, we're looking for the maximum distance from any reference point, and with this function it allows us to get it easily and quickly. So here we are scanning the wall to get the correct measurement, and the disto comes across to get the maximum length. So we received a measurement of 24 feet 3.5 inches. Due to a limitation of the disto when using the maximum and minimum function, we have to enter it manually, so I'm doing it here. So you notice that the correct length and correct angle has been placed into the model. I'll tell PKNail survey software to go ahead and build the wall according to those lengths and dimensions. And here it is put into the model correctly and accurately. The second way we can capture an angled wall using our software is through the closed room function. We can do this when we have three walls that are built 90 degrees from each other or orthogonally. The first thing I need to do is build the second wall. So I bring up the dialog box, go ahead, measure, input, build it, add the next wall, input that, measure, and now you can see we have three walls, but these two parallel walls here are of different lengths. I build up the add wall again. The first option here, if you can see, is close. I'll activate that with the disto. Box checks, it knows the distance and the angle, and I ask it to go ahead and build that wall. And so here you have closed room, finished, correct, dimensionally correct. Some of you may have noticed that I entered different dimensions and built different angled walls, yet I'm still standing in the same place in the room. Correct. What I did was set up targets around the room in order to demonstrate our software and the different methods that you can use to capture angled walls in Revit using PKNail surveying software. Please stay tuned, as we will be demonstrating more functions and introducing more videos as we get closer to launch. Thanks again.